Picked up a bunch of fresh chicken today. When you're shopping for chicken, looking for nice firm color, fresh chicken's the way to go. You don't want it to smell, you don't want it to be sticky, just really nice chicken. Chicken's going to cook a little more evenly if you cut it in half. Of course, a lot of people like to serve the breast whole. Nothing wrong with that, just takes longer. I'm making a little barbecue chicken today, and to do that I'm going to be roasting it in a convection oven and then finishing it with a barbecue sauce. I'm cutting the chicken here on my maple cutting board. Maple kills bacteria, so I'm not worried about it. And one more thing about chicken, some chicken contains salmonella, which is not a problem. As long as you cook your chicken over 165 degrees Fahrenheit, you're killing the germs, so don't worry about that. Just make sure you pick up fresh chicken when you go to the market. The finished chicken breasts, we're going to whip up a little barbecue sauce now. For more barbecue recipes, visit the website, chefdepot.com. I'm going to make a fast barbecue sauce for you here. I'm using a stainless steel bowl. I have a whisk. This whisk has a ball in it, kind of like it. And I'm going to be using, for the base, is going to be Heinz ketchup. I like Heinz. So we add some ketchup to the bowl. Just enough to coat this chicken, that should be good. We're going to add some brown sugar. We're going to add some white sugar. This is cut rosemary. It's beautiful. Available at the website. We got a few other things we're going to put in here. A little bit of liquid smoke. Give it a smoky taste since we're not using the grill today. We're going to use a little bit of white balsamic vinegar. Again, I got all these things from the website. And we're going to give it a little mix. The ball in there and the secondary whisk does help this whisk, especially if you're making a meringue. Gives you more volume a little bit faster. Next, we're adding two kinds of salt. This is a smoked sea salt, and if you smell it, ooh, it's got a nice smoky taste. And we're also going to be adding some Hawaiian sea salt with our grinder here. A little bit of salt. At the same time, I like to put a little bit of pepper in here. This is a mixture of 4 different peppercorns. Pink, black, white, and green. Gotta have pepper. Next ingredient, this is Vietnamese cinnamon. It's got kind of a strong, pungent taste, much stronger than African cinnamon, and it's a little something different for barbecue sauce. Another splash of vinegar, and one last thing, we're going to put a little soy sauce in here. We're also adding a little bit of minced dried garlic as well as some chopped onion. Mix this all together, and that is a homemade barbecue sauce. Very simple, kind of Hawaiian style sauce today. Last thing we're going to do, of course, is taste and adjust the seasoning. I like to use a spoon. And one more thing I like to put in barbecue sauce is fruit juice. We're going to put a splash of orange juice in here. Looks good, not too thin, not too thick. Oh yeah, maybe a touch more sugar. Okay, that should do it. Next thing we're going to do is just dip our chicken in there. After we par-cook it, we're going to cook it about halfway with salt and pepper. We're going to pull it out, we're going to dip it in and continue to cook. A little salt and pepper on here. We're going to toss this chicken around a little bit, and we're going to put it in this roasting pan. We're going to bake it in a convection oven at 375 till it becomes slightly brown. Then we're going to add the barbecue sauce. Okay, I'm using these silicone tongs. They're pretty nice, and I like to use these when I'm moving chicken around in the frying pan. You can't scratch your pan. We're going to move this chicken around a little bit here and roast it. And I like to keep the skin side up so the fat runs down onto the chicken. Don't want to overcrowd the pan. I've got just about enough in this pan here. And we're going to bake it. Convection oven. Just like this. I'm also going to add a little fresh basil. I really like basil. and I think it's going to help the flavor of this chicken dish. This Waring convection oven is really nice. You can change the temperature. I like to go about 350, 375. You can set the timer. We're going to go with about 35 minutes of searing this chicken, get it roasted nice. Convection roast, slow cook. It's got a built. Just going to place this chicken inside this oven and let it slow cook. The finished roasted chicken looks pretty good. We're now going to add a little barbecue sauce. This roasted chicken is beautiful. It's nice and crispy. Skin, some of the fat melted off it. Now we're going to take each piece and dip it in the barbecue sauce, just like this. And then we're going to bake it just a little bit more to help dry the sauce up and let the flavors marry together, just like this. It's going to be wonderful. Each piece, dip it right in. Okay, the barbecue chicken is ready to go back into the convection oven. Now we're going to slow cook it about 225, maybe 15-20 more minutes. Okay, the barbecue chicken is done. Looks pretty good. And time to serve it. The barbecue chicken platter, some fresh fruit, tomato. Visit the website, chefdepot.com. Tell them that the chef sent you.